very important. I hope you take this bulletin home with you today after the notes you write in it. So you can go back on and look. This thing has blew me away. You ever read something in the Bible and it appears that it wasn't there before? That, wow, you know, one of those things in my own life that that happened to me was when the angel appeared at the tomb and said, "Go tell the disciples and Peter." I tell you, when I read that one time, I was stunned because I realized that there was a reason that he said that. Remember, you know, the angels are messengers of God, so God said, "Go tell the disciples and Peter," because Peter had just disowned the Lord. He was feeling bad. He was feeling like that he's not even one of the boys anymore, you know. He's just like not worthy. And the Lord wanted him to know that you're included, son. You messed up, but I told you you would. You know, and so you can put your own name in there. You know, go tell the disciples and Bill, you know, Pedro, anybody, because we all think that we're not worthy, but we really are if we're his. And this is one of those same things here in Isaiah chapter 6. It's one of those aha moments. And I want you guys to pay attention and receive what the Bible is saying today. Chapter 6 is a small book in the Bible, but it is chock full of good stuff. And we're going to go through the whole thing today, which is obviously in large print, doesn't even take up the whole bulletin. In the year that King Uzziah died. Now, Isaiah was under the leadership of King Uzziah. King Uzziah was a very religious man. He did the right thing as a king. And so Isaiah was being trained up by him. And now his mentor died. A lot of people would think that all is lost. Sometimes, you know, sometimes people get so attached to a man or a person that when they are out of the picture, everything is all lost. But if we are doing our job right as leaders, then it should be just nothing but a transition. You know, I hope you're not coming here for me. You know, man, you know, what a lousy leader I would be if you had your eyes on me instead of on the Lord. So, in the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord seated on a throne, high and exalted, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Try to picture this, guys, in your mind, what he is seeing here. Above him were seraphs, each with 6 wings. With 2 wings covering their faces, with 2 wings they covered their feet, and with 2 they were flying, and they were calling to one another. First of all, do you guys know why that they were covering their faces? Anybody know? Remember, anytime that God revealed himself, you can't look directly. He is so pure and so magnificent that just the sight of it would be way too much for anybody or anything to handle. Now it says they were calling to one another, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. The whole earth is full of his glory." Does anybody know why that holy is mentioned 3 times in here?
God is 3 in 1.
In the Greek, I don't usually go back there. If we were to say, not in the Greek, but regular, Lake Lanier, that's a lake. If we were to describe Lake Erie, we would say that's a big lake. In the Greek, when they described things, they would say, holy is the Lord. If they really wanted to emphasize his holiness, they would say, holy, holy is the Lord. To do it a third time is unheard of. It's like trying to explain something that's way beyond your explanation. Because we would say it, there's if we wanted to say it like they did, there's a big lake over there. A great big lake. You know, that's what Peter would say. There's a great big lake over there. But they wanted to really emphasize, they were trying to explain God, and how do you do that? And so they took it to infinity. 3 times is something they never did. But that's the only thing they could do to explain Him. And that's going to be an important thing here in a minute I want to tell you guys about. At the sound of their voices, the doorposts and thresholds shook. Man, you know, I like powerful things, man. I can't wait to see that. Just the booming of their voices. And the temple was filled with smoke. And so check this out. Now Isaiah is seeing this, you know. God is allowing Isaiah to have a sneak peek into this whole scenario of heaven and what's going on and all this stuff. And his reaction is, woe to me. Woe to me, I cried, I am ruined. Wow. For I am a man of unclean lips. I am not worthy. He has just seen the throne room, and he is saying, whoa, whoa, man, I am so insignificant, you know. And I live among a people of unclean lips. And my eyes have seen the King, the Lord Almighty. He was feeling like a peon right now, because the only thing that could bring him to that point was comparing himself to a holy, holy, holy God. And that's the way we all are, guys. There are many that believe that Isaiah, at this point, and when he received this vision, was the time of his real conversion. He had an aha moment. We were talking this morning and are experiencing God about things that in our lives that would keep us away from fellowship with God, and this here, man, just blows me away. And it gets gooder and gooder as we go. That's what I learned that from Pedro too. I love you, Pedro.
Love you.
Then one of the seraphs flew to me. And remember, he has just cried out, I am so unworthy, woe to me. I am impure, and I live around people that are impure. I don't even deserve to be able to see this, what I've just witnessed. Then one of the angels flew to me with a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with tongs from the altar. With it, he touched my mouth and said, see, this has touched your lips. Your guilt is taken away, and your sin atoned for.